How about, oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Okay, now we're good. Apologize about the technical difficulties, guys. I really do. All right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're casting from a different spot. So Austin Riley up at the plate. And, of course, our screen froze. There we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch was in there. Actually, it was just a little bit outside for ball 3. All right, so there's a runner over at second. Phillies taking on the Atlanta Braves to start off the season. I hope that you're all doing well. We'll catch up during the inning break. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Zack Wheeler on the mound for the Phillies. He gets set at the letters, and the full count pitch. Line drive, diving stop over at third by Bohm. The throw to first. Got him! Oh, what a play by Alec Bohm. Flashing the leather over at third base. A nice diving stop to rob Austin Riley on a hit. It was hit pretty sharply. And Bohm just had a very good read on it and threw it over from the hot corner to first. That is what you call great anticipation, and this is what Bohm's been working on all spring training and all off season. And that was a good thing for them. Acuna stays over at second, 2 outs. Acuna over at second, no score so far. Wheeler throws the first pitch to Olsen, and it's just a little bit upstairs. Olsen last year batted .283. He had 53 home runs, 54 home runs, and over 130 RBI. The 1-0 delivery, it's a curveball that's fouled back at 81 miles per hour. 11 pitches so far for Zack Wheeler, and the Phillies will get to their lineup in just a little bit during the inning break, but I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you're all having yourselves a very fantastic day. Nice. The 1-1. Just a little bit up high for ball 2. So I'm actually dog sitting this weekend for my cousins again out in Pennsylvania. And so I had to set everything up. Thought I got here in plenty of time, but I guess I did not. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1. Swing and a miss at 95 miles per hour. This is how you start the season? I know. Well, actually, hey, blame it on them first because they're the ones that postponed it yesterday. So that's not on me. That's on them. The 2-2 on the way. Line drive, and it's a diving stop and a catch by Bryce Harper. Oh, what a play by Harper as he takes away a base hit by Olsen. And that's robbery. Well, we go to the bottom of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. And the Phillies coming up to bat. All right, so we're good. Now we're getting ready. And now we're into the swing of things. Hello! Hopefully you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I'm sorry I can't display your chats today in regards to this because the live chat's not working on here on OBS, and I don't have time to fix that stuff right now. But I'm happy to see you all here. Happy opening day. It was a day later than we thought it was going to be. It didn't even rain yesterday, to be honest with you. Maybe it just drizzled a little bit, but there was nothing too heavy in the raining department. So, all right, Phillies are coming up to bat. So, in the top of the first, the lineup for the Atlanta Braves was the following. So, Acuna is out in right field. He's batting in the leadoff spot. There we go. And then it was Ozzie Albies over at second base. Austin Riley playing over at third. He's batting in the 3 spot. Matt Olson, of course, in the cleanup spot. And Ozuna over at the DH. Then you got Michael Harris out in center field. Sean Murphy's the catcher behind the plate. Orlando Arcia is the shortstop batting in the 8 hole. And Gerard Kalenic is out in left field. I didn't have time to look over the pronunciation guide. Is it Kellenic or is it how do you say Jared's last name? Let me know down below. What's up, David? How you doing? We're underway. Katie, what's up? This is how you start the season. Yes, the no-hitter is gone. The no-hitter is gone. All right, look at our little scoreboards that we have up here. Got a lot of sports. This is honestly the best time of the year. I know that I said that October is, but I like this time of year. It's busy. There's a lot of things going on. Lots of sports. All right, so here we go. For the Phillies, they got Kyle Schwarber out at the DH spot. And Trey Turner is is batting second at the shortstop, and Schwarber is up at the plate, and he grounds this one up the middle, but RC bobbles it, picks it up, and throws over to first in time. So again, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Realmuto, Bohm, Stott, Castellanos, Marsh, and Rojas. So there's one out in the bottom of the first. All right, so Turner's up at the plate. It's getting a little bit windy, and the first pitch that he sees is upstairs. So Spencer Strider, who's on the mound, obviously the ace for the Atlanta Braves, wearing the number 99 Braves in their away uniforms with the gray and the red letters and the red numbers on the front and the back. The first pitch, it's a 1-0 count, and the next one is 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the first. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-0 pitch. It's fouled off on a slider at 89 miles per hour. Of course, you guys remember when Trey Turner homered against Spencer Strider in the postseason run last year for the Phillies. What's up, DFJ? How you doing, my guy? Again, sorry that I can't display your chats. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the first. And the 1-2 down low for ball 2. So Strider, in last year, he was 20-5 at a 3.86 ERA, 281 strikeouts, and 186 2/3 of an inning. Just an absolute ace and the best pitcher on the Braves team. The 2-2 delivery, it's downstairs, and a good eye by Trey, wearing his red long-sleeve shirt underneath the jersey, of course. Strider's a 3-type pitcher. He has a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup, which he doesn't use too often. 3-2. It's popped up out over towards the shallow right field side, and Acuna gets under it with his sunglasses on and makes the easy catch over towards the line for the second out of the inning. So Schwarber was the one that got out first. Then Trey Turner just popped out over to right field, and, well, here we go. Coming up now is Bryce Harper, BH3. Congratulations to him and his wife, Kayla, for having their 3rd child on the way. He said that he was going 3 for 3. The first pitch to Harper, swing and a miss, and he wanted to take a hack at that fastball right down Broad Street, but he just was a little bit late. Harper batted .293 last year at a .499 slugging percentage, 21 bombs, and 72 RBI. The 0-1, it was a high fastball, but Harper couldn't catch up to it. I hope everyone's doing well, says DFJ Hoops. I'm happy that you're here, my guy. I really am. I'm really, really happy that you're here. We got a lot of people coming on the 0-2, just a bit up high at 99 miles per hour. So 3 straight fastballs thrown to Bryce. Nobody on, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. It's opening day here in Philadelphia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Strider gets set at the letters, winds up, and the pitch fouled off. So we'll do it again. This Phillies lineup definitely has a lot of firepower to them. Them and the Dodgers, along with the Braves, are looked upon as the favorites to go back to, to go to the World Series. Harper is wearing a little shin guard. It's I guess that it's a Fanatic green shin guard on his right side of his foot. The 1-2, just up high and outside for ball 2. So Turner popped out to right field on a 3-2 count. And Harper's up at the plate, and the count is 2-2. Harper also was a guy that slugged over 900 last year. The 2-2 on the way. It's down low. So what was a 0-2 count is a full count to BH3. And Realmuto waits in the on-deck circle. 13 pitches by Strider. Who will win the battle here? Fans silent. Lots of them sitting down. The 3-2 on the way, and it's fouled off on a changeup at 87. Screaming Jerry Lee, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? Thanks so much for coming on here. Best pitcher on any team, says Angelo. I agree with that, man. I totally agree with that. Alex is back, bro. I haven't seen you on here in a while. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Harper, and the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Fightins, and we go to the top of the second inning with the Braves and the Phillies scoreless so far. And I miss calling baseball. Oh, my gosh. I love it, man. I totally forgot how free I feel on the vocal cords, you know? It actually feels so nice. I mean, I have to use my energy tonight, too, for the Sixers game. So, in case you guys are new to the channel, let me properly introduce myself to you. My name is Jason Joseph, okay? This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We do live play-by-play. I want to go into being a sports broadcaster. That's why I started this channel back in 2022. And I came on here to get reps and also to build a family of people because we see how digital media is going, and we wanted to get on it. And we figured, you know, now is the time for us to really try to just take advantage of this. And that's what we're doing. And we're giving you guys the benefit of listening to a radio play-by-play. I can't show you the game, but I can give you the calls, and you can tune in for free, and all you got to do is just show me some love. What's up, Angelo? Last time I saw the Phillies live, it was at Vet Stadium in 1974. Wow, that's crazy. So the game's sold out. It is. Richard, what's up, Richard? What's up, Cam? Wow, we got a big audience on here. Let me know how many people are on here. If you guys have not done so already, I would really appreciate if you did hit that subscribe button. Opening day, man. Opening day is awesome. How many strikeouts does Strider have? Just 1 strikeout? Just 1, my guy. All right. What else do we have going on? If you are new to the channel, introduce yourself down below. And welcome on in to Play-by-Play with JJ. JJ got to figure out a night where we are live and we can do a game, and you can join without a game going. Yeah, I know, man. I'm busy. I know. And I have, well, we'll get to that later. So Zack Wheeler back out there on the mound for the Fightins, and the first pitch, it's on the outside corner. I believe that they called it a strike to Ozuna. So Ozuna is up to bat, and it was a strike, and the 0-1 is just fouled over towards the third base side. Ozuna did spend his first part of his career with the Miami Marlins, also played with the St. Louis Cardinals, and won a World Series with the Atlanta Braves, too. The 0-2 on the way. It was a fastball down Broad Street, and it was fouled off. All right. So I want to ask you, is opening day your favorite sporting event in the big 4 sports? Let me know down below. The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 up high and inside for ball 1. Because I personally believe that MLB has the best opening day ceremonies. Now, maybe the NHL has really good ones too. But there's nothing like throwing out the ceremonial first pitch and watching Citizens Bank Park and having it be during the day as the 1-2 is just outside. So that makes the count now 2-2. All right. I missed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch. Grounder hit over to second base. Stott has it, fields it cleanly, and throws over to first in plenty of time to retire Ozuna. Grounds out over to second base. Yeah, opening day is a holiday. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's 3:24 p.m. Eastern Time. I will have to get our ESPN app going. How about Zack Wheeler? He's had a fantastic career with the Phillies. He's 30-33. As he'll have to face Michael Harris II, who's up, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. He has a 43-25 record with the Phillies all-time wise, and the 0-1 is down low. I meant to say so far in his career. So nobody on, 1 out. We're in the top of the second inning. Wheeler with 22 pitches. Harris is up. He's the 6-hole hitter for the Braves. And the 1-1 swing and a little bouncer over to third base. It was a slow roller to Bohm, and he has to just eat it up as Harris has a lot of speed. And there's an infield single. That's the second hit of the day for the Atlanta Braves. Not too much that Bohm could do there. Had a lot of top spin on it. It was a... Sometimes it just happens, and that's just the nature of the sport. All right, infield playing at a pretty, they're playing at a double play depth. The first pitch, it's popped up by Sean Murphy over towards the third base line, and Bohm will field it and catch, or make the catch, I should say, for out number 2. All right, so Bohm fielded that, and we have 2 outs now in the top of the second inning. It's pretty windy, as we mentioned, out at Citizens Bank Park. We're still getting settled. It is a sold-out crowd at CBP. I'm sure that fans tonight will also be going to watch, or we'll probably maybe go to Xfinity afterwards to watch the Sixers game. Sixers are in Cleveland tonight, taking on the Cavaliers. But here on opening day, it's so far a scoreless game, and there's 2 outs, 1 runner over at first, and the pitch to Arcia is just in there for a strike. Leadoff runner over at first base. The 0-1 by Zack, swing and a miss right down the middle, and Arcia could not catch up to the heater. Arcia batting on the right side. He hit .264 last season and had a .325 on-base percentage as well. Throw back over to first by Wheeler. It's not in time to get Harris, and he can fly. Have to make sure that you keep him on guard over at first base. 26 pitches by Wheels. Arcia batting in the 8-hole spot. And the 0-2 on the way. It's popped up over towards the third base side, but it goes way out of play, and it'll be a foul ball. Well, we talked a lot about Lando Arcia and what happened, of course, during the playoffs last year, and how he really got Bryce Harper fired up. Harper, when he rounded second, stared at him, and it was quite a scene. Kind of reminds you a little bit of when Allen Iverson stared down Ty Lue during the NBA Finals. And the pitch, it's popped up right behind the plate. Realmuto just gets under it. He has enough room, and he'll make the easy catch. So Zack Wheeler, no arm, no done. 1 hit, no runs, and 1 man left, and we head back to the bottom of the second inning. Bryce Harper playing first today. Is he used to that? Well, Bryce played first last year. He spent some time doing that. I'm still talking to you guys. I'm just pulling up the ESPN app as we go, so that way I have everything up here. All right. Let's go over to YouTube. There we go. I want to see how many of you lovely faces are on here. I really would like to see that. Happy opening day, everybody. Happy opening day. Feels nice to be back. It really does. We got 32 people on here watching. We covered, how many games did we cover last year? We covered 142, 125 of the regular season games. And this year we will actually try to be covering the entire 162. All right, we're going to do our very, very best. JJ, what are your thoughts on MIB? Who's MIB? Requiring the wild card series winning teams to raise a powder blue flag. What's MIB? Oh, MLB. My gosh. What are your thoughts? Sorry, I've been having some problems with my eyes. What are your thoughts on MLB requiring the wild card series winning teams to raise a powder blue flag? I don't know, my guy. I don't really dive into too much into that type of stuff. But I do appreciate you asking. What are your thoughts, though, about it? I'd love to hear what you have to say. That'd be really cool. Comment down below. We got 40 people on here watching. So my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic day. We got a super chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. All right. There we go. So Realmuto's up at the plate. It's 4, 5, and 6 for Philadelphia. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Strider threw a slider in the dirt. And JT, a guy that has put a lot of work into the lab, as he's really tried to work on his batting with his feet and just his footing. The 1-1 pitch that's fouled back towards the screen. So Screaming Jerry Lee says, JJ, me and my son are going to the Phillies game on the 14th. Opening day is nice. They are giving away sleeveless hoodies for kids. That's awesome. Wow. I love John Kruk. I love Krucky too, man. I appreciate that. What's up, everybody? 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT. Facing Spencer Strider. 18 pitches for him. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And JT Realmuto strikes out on a high cheese fastball at 98 on the gun. So 1 out, nobody on. And Realmuto is now retired for Philadelphia. So back-to-back strikeouts for Strider. He struck out Harper to end the first inning. And he strikes out Realmuto to start off the bottom of the second. Bohm up at the plate now. What's he going to do in this first at-bat? The first pitch, line drive, back up the middle for a base hit. First pitch, and it's a banger by Bohm. And he throws, and he's able to get into first base safely. Albies actually dove for it, but it just went underneath his glove. It was a rocket, and Bohm is aboard with a 1-out single. Well, sometimes you just got to try to get to the pitcher a little bit early, and he got a fastball. He was confident, and he decided to just take it up the middle, and that was a nice piece of hitting by him. So a 1-out single by Bohm, and up next for the Phillies coming up in the 6th spot, it'll be Bryson Stott. Stott, who had a fantastic season last year, swinging at or on 2 strike counts, will swing at the first pitch, and it's popped up over towards the shortstop side. RC is under it, and he makes the catch. The one problem that I have, and I don't know about you guys, but Kevin Long, when he was interviewed, he talked about how he wants Bryson Stott to actually swing more at the first pitch. And my thoughts about that is, if you are so good at 2-strike pitches and you just grind out at-bats, that's a talent. That's a skill. So, 2 outs and a runner over at first. And here's Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch is laid off. It was low. It was a fastball at 98 miles per hour. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. And make sure that you come on and subscribe. 1 ball, no strikes to Casti. And the pitch, swing and a miss. And Castellanos swings at a slider that was nowhere near the strike zone. So again, Strider on the mound for the Braves. Runner over at first, it's Bohm. 2 outs and the 1-1. Another swing and a miss at 87. It was a slider that was just on the outside part of the strike zone. There you go. Is Liam Castellanos there? Has anybody spotted them? I haven't seen them just yet, but maybe if Casti homers here, maybe they'll show him. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos, and the delivery. It's just outside for ball 2, and the runner goes over to second. No, did he? No. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell because of the camera angle. So it's 2-2. Runner stays over at first, and that's Bohm. Everyone's swinging away. I know. 2-2 on the way. Castellanos thought about biting, but decided not to offer at the menu. And there was a slider that was outside, so that'll make the count now at 3-2. Who will win the division this year, the Braves or the Phillies? In the NL East, comment down below. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss, as he strikes out on a slider that was at the knees A little off-speed pitch, but Castellanos strikes out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Spencer Strider. And that was his 3rd of the day. We go over to the top of the 3rd. Still no score in Philadelphia. Okay. So Stott popped out. Over to 3rd. All right, let's get everything up and running. We got 34 people on here. What's going on? JJ in the chat, what's good? What's up, my guy? What's up? Maybe you know what I'll do? I will put this over here so that way I can still see the chat. I just won't be able to. Yeah, okay, that's better. All right, we'll put that right there. We got 33 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. The name is Jason Joseph. We need 10 more subscribers in order for us to get to 1,830. All right, we're live for the Phillies, we're live for the Sixers, and we're live for the Eagles. We do all their games. So if you guys enjoyed this run, this is what we do. This is our bread and butter, and it's nice because baseball's every day. All right, so what inning are we going to? We're in the top of the 3rd. Gosh. All right. So Strider, and then we got Wheeler on the mound for the Phils. And let's go to ESPN and pull everything up. Who wins the division this year? Who wins the division this year, guys? Comment down below. Who wins the division this year? And also, sorry about the noise. All right. The Brewers, they're up 3-1 in New York against the Mets. They also got rained out yesterday or postponed due to bad weather that was supposed to happen. I don't know if it hit the Queens area, but the Mets are down 3-1. All right, so we got 9-1-2 as Kelenic is up at the plate, and nobody commented. So is it Jared Kelenic or is it Kelenich? Again, I didn't have time to look it over beforehand. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, it's fouled off. It was a curveball right down the middle by Wheeler. Jared had 11 homers and 49 RBIs last season, and also hit .253. Was acquired in the offseason. It is Kelenic. Thanks, man. Oh, boy. The 0-2. Line drive over towards the first base side, and it gets through the hole by Stott into right field as he tried to dive for it. And there's a leadoff single on an 0-2 count by Kelenic. That was just a good piece of hitting. So he'll be over at first base, and we flip back to the top of the lineup. It's just a fastball that was right down the middle, and Stott, who is a very good defensive second baseman, probably should have had that one. He had the sunglasses on and everything, but we flip back to the top of the order, and Ronald Acuna Jr., who started off the season with a single on the first pitch, lays off the first one, but it's a strike on the outside corner. Probably the Braves will beat them in the postseason. Probably the Braves, but we'll beat them in the postseason again. I like that sarcasm. The one on the way. Swing and a miss. Oh, it was 94. Just on the upper third of the zone. And Acuna swung right through it. Last season, had an MVP season. 41 homers. And over 70 stolen bases. 106 runs batted in as well. The ball's in 2 strikes. And the 0-2 offering is down low and just a little bit outside for a ball. If you guys love the Sixers as much as I do, okay, if you just found my channel today, I'm telling you, come back on tonight for Sixers games because we're still covering them until the end of their season. We have a lot of fun, and we sound so different. Larry can tell you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheeler gets the nod, and the 1-2, it's up high. The throw over the second base to try to get the runner. He got him! JT Realmuto guns out Kelenic. What a throw by JT, baby! That's why he's a Gold Glover right behind the plate, and that is just his bread and butter. The ball was high. Kelenic tried to swipe second, and JT said, not on my watch. All right, so we're still in the top of the 3rd inning. And there's one gone now, the 2-2 to Acuna. It's fouled back behind the plate at 96 miles per hour. That's the 36th pitch thrown by Zack Wheeler, who was still looking for his first strikeout on the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out Acuna for strikeout number 1 in 2024. That's how you start off this season with a bang. Only throws a curveball just down low, and Acuna goes fishing after it. And that was not even close. 2 gone in the top of the 3rd. So Kelenic singled, got caught stealing, and Acuna struck out. Here's Ozzie Albies, and they'll take the fastball up high and outside for a ball. Oh, sorry. Yes, I can do that. Yeah, I could do that. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for coming back. I haven't seen you since last year. What's up, man? 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch just swung on and missed for a strike. Turn my volume down. Yep. Okay. I did. I turned it down. Yeah. I usually don't like to press or to mess with my mic levels, but because I had to babysit this week, or I had to dog sit this weekend, the fader wasn't at the same spot. Well, the dirt's flying as it's so windy out in Philadelphia. The 1-1 is just outside and high for a ball, 2. Oh, boy. And thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. 2 outs, nobody on, and the pitch inside for ball 3. Albies 0 for 1 today. Batting on the left side, Riley waits in the on-deck circle. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 3rd. 41 pitches by Zack Wheeler, and the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss, as Albies swung at ball 4. It was a sinker at 94 miles per hour that tailed outside. Phillies in their pinstripes with the red caps. Apparently, they're not going to be wearing their red uniforms this year, and I'm a little bit bummed about that. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff to Albies. Line drive, caught over at first by Harper, and we go again to the top of the 4th. I was just going to mention that that's the 2nd inning in a row where Harper ended the inning with a nice catch at first. Still no score, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Did I say go to the 4th? All right. Doing all right out here in Minnesota. Still surrounded by Twins fans. Frustrated to hear that the Eagles opener is in Brazil. Will be on Peacock exclusive. Hey, you may not be happy about that, but that kind of makes me happy. Because guess what? And again, this is part of why we're doing this too. Is because guess what? If people don't have the streaming platforms or the streaming services, guess where they come to? YouTube. But yeah, I understand your frustration. Trust me, I get it. I'm like looking at it from just like a marketing strategy. I actually think that that's great. I think it's great for content creators for sure. They should be happy about that as long as they have Peacock. If they don't, then that's not good for them. 4 more till we get 40. As long as they have the powder blues on the road, says Larry. That's what really matters. I want to see the Phillies get off to a fast start. Yep. Now, Butterfly, are you talking about like my audio input mic, or are you talking about the sound effects? Like, was the bell that loud? The bell, I'm sure it was loud. And I bet you the other reason why is because this is a new scene because this is our Philly scene. So with the Sixers, we turned it down. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Larry doing mod things on here, as well as Butterfly. The Phillies will win the division, says Jason. Sorry, I didn't see your comment again. We're having issues with our live chat today. Where was it? The Phillies will win the division if they play great defense and Rob Thompson manages the relievers and gives out roles and does not use bullpen by committee. I agree with you on that. I totally agree. Marsh up at the plate, and he'll slice that one foul over towards the left field side. So the only other game on is the Brewers-Mets game. It's 3-1. Milwaukee in the top of the 8th. The 0-1 on the way. It's just a little bit outside for a ball. The bell was loud. Okay. All right, good. That's probably why I scared everybody. Yeah, okay. Good. I also did re-record it, so. The ball is 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. Strider still on the bump. And the 0-2. It's just fouled back towards the screen. And Marsh will stay in there. Marsh batting on the left side. Of course, wearing the pinstripes. And I gotta tell you, stance looks the same. And the Phillies, it's funny because when he got acquired by the trade deadline, they wanted to take a chance on him. And Kevin Long was like, we can work with this guy and help him improve. The 0-2. Unfortunately, he strikes out there as he swings and misses at a curveball down low. And Strider gets his 4th K of the day. This is what makes Strider so special, is that he'll go after you with a couple of fastballs, and then he'll just throw you a little off-speed pitch, a little how do you do, and there you go. There's a strikeout there. Start off the bottom of the 3rd. Rojas coming up to bat his first time in 2024, and he'll take that first pitch outside and low. I hope that bell rings. I hope that bell's ringing at the end of the game. Oh, you hope that the bell is ringing at the end of the game. See, sometimes now I think I'm having problems with my eyes, but I have to, but it's the spelling. I'm not saying it's your fault. This is also just a little bit smaller. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. There you go. Who would be better at baseball, Tobias or Ben Simmons? Comment down below. That's funny. 1-2 is the count to Rojas. 34 pitches by Spencer Strider with his little mustache and the breeze blowing. The 1-2 on the way. There's a grounder pulled over to shortstop, gobbled up by Arcia, and the sidearm throw to first is in plenty of time. And there's the second 1-2-3 inning in a row. Well, actually, that's the second out, so I got to slow down a little bit. So Strider is able to get the second out. Man, we're still getting used to this. All right. We flip back to the top of the order now, and Kyle Schwarber will be coming up. So Rojas grounded out. And Schwarber will foul the first pitch off at 98 miles per hour. They're playing into Strider's hands by swinging early and often. They are. Kyle just batted underneath the Mendoza line last year, but it pulled up 47 long balls and 104 RBI. 2 outs, bases empty. The 0-1, it's low. Good changeup at 87 miles per hour. Schwarber also wearing his sunglasses. It's just nice to be able to see baseball again. The 1-1. Just a little bit low. There's a changeup at 87 miles per hour. And that'll make it a 2-1 count. Bases empty, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Strider going toe-to-toe with Wheeler. The 2-1 on the way. There's a bouncer hit over to second base. It's gobbled up by Albies, and Albies with the underhanded toss to first will get Schwarber retired. We go to the top of the 4th inning. There's the second 1-2-3 inning in a row. So I spoke too soon, but it was the same result. So maybe I predicted the future right there. And we go to the top of the 4th. Still no score in Philadelphia at the bank. They're playing into Strider's hands by swinging early and often. Yep, I agree with that. Again, if you guys would like to donate to the channel, please feel free to do so. I'm excited because we had a lot of people tune in to us last year during the Phillies season, and we're only going to continue to grow. You know, we are covering we're going to try to cover as many games as possible. Again, we did 127 of the 162 plus the 15 playoff games last year. Was it actually 15? I always just say that it is 15 because I guess it was instilled in my head. Now I actually have to do the math. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. Yeah, it was 13. Not 15. 13. But okay. Anybody have any cool plans for the weekend? Anybody? Comment down below. We got the Sixers tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It would be nice if this game could finish just a little bit early so that way we can play around with our setup before we have an important Sixers game tonight. This is probably the biggest game for them of the season, I would say, as of now, because if they lose this game, then we're probably going to have to be realistic about looking into that play-in tournament. There's still an outside chance that we can get that 6th seed, but it's really going to have to come down to tonight. Despite that like button says, Butterfly. Riley will be leading off the 4th. It's Riley, Olsen, and Ozuna. 3, 4, and 5, that is. Austin's 0 for 1. All right, so Wheeler's still out there on the bump, and the first pitch that he throws is just over the plate for a strike at 94 miles per hour. I'll be right here all weekend, says Larry. Yes, sir. Then we got the Flyers tomorrow. Watched last night's game, was not happy about that. The 0-1 grounder hit over to shortstop. Flipped over by Stott to first, and he's able to throw it from Turner to Harper, and he got it. So there's one gone now in the top of the 4th. Just a nice ground ball. It was hit by Austin Riley, but Turner gathered himself and got right on through to get it. There you go. So Wheeler has thrown 10 of his first 12 pitches have been thrown for strikes. Olsen at the plate, and he'll take the first fastball. It was actually in the zone, but home plate umpire says that it was just a little bit up high. Behind the plate, it's Mark Wagner. Then you got Bruce Dreckman over at first. Jeremy Rehak over at second. And Clint Vondrak over at third. 2 balls, no strikes. And the delivery. It's just swung on and missed. One gone in the top of the 4th. Base is empty again. 5 on the pitch clock. The pitch. Just at the knees for a strike. You guys like our nice little scoreboards that we have going on if you were just tuning in for the first time since the end of last season? Something that we've been working on during the Sixers season. I like it. I like these stickers, but what do you guys think about it? The 2-2 on the way. And it's fouled off over towards the first base side. 50 pitches by Wheeler. 35 of them have been for strikes. 15 have been for balls. Phillies have only 1 hit today and have left 1 runner on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Wheeler gets his 2nd K of the ball game. And there's 2 gone. Nice fastball thrown on the upper third of the strike zone. Olsen could not catch up to the high heater. And he'll sit down. Steven wants to know, how deep do you think the Flyers will make it to the playoffs? My wife is still praying that her Red Wings can find a way to sneak into the playoffs. Here's Ozuna, and he takes the first pitch for a ride over out to left field, but Marsh is able to read it perfectly, and he doesn't even have to move, and he'll make the easy catch. So we go into the bottom of the 4th, a 1-2-3 inning by Zack Wheeler. And the Phillies trying to hunt for some runs. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 coming up when they return in just a few moments. Who just lined out there? This isn't good, man. So Olsen struck out. Oh, my gosh. Olsen struck out. We're in the 4th inning. Okay. Ozuna lined out to left. There we go. How deep do I think the Flyers will make it into the playoffs? I think that I don't even know if the Flyers are going to make the playoffs. I'll be honest. With the way that they're playing now, I don't even know if they're a playoff team right now. I'm not saying that they're not, but I think we got to get in first. It's not going to be easy. People are saying that, well, the Capitals' schedule is tougher than the Flyers, but the Flyers have played some that loss last night to the Canadians, that was really frustrating. It really was. I thought that Frost had that assist at the end, and then he got the little rebound. It was a really nice pass to Owen Tippett, I believe it was. I think it was Tippett within like the last minute and a half of the game. And I thought maybe he would have gotten a shot off there, but just wasn't able to do so. That was a tough loss last night. They lost to a Montreal team who's under 500, and they haven't really played the best hockey this year. So that was disappointing. Going to go see Godzilla tonight, says Screaming Jerry Lee. What's up, man? And Screaming Jerry Lee, shout out to you, man. Like, I see you on PHLY like all the time. I see you on 97.5, The Fanatic. I met you on there. Shout out to you for coming on here, taking the time out of your day to just come on and support me, man. You deserve a shout out, Thank you. Turner up at the plate, and he'll take the fastball. That was actually a slider at 80 miles per hour. So Manuel got to throw out the first pitch today, Charlie Manuel, that is. There's Larry Boa, who hugged him, and he was being interviewed. After that, Turner will lace this one out to left field, but it's caught on a slope for out number 1. So Kelenic was able to make the play out in left. Well, not a lot of noise for the Phillies so far. But hopefully they do start to get things going in just a little bit. I heard Godzilla -1 is great. I've never seen that. Here's Bryce Harper. Nobody on, 1 out, and Harper will swing and miss at the first high fastball at 97, just above the zone. Harper struck out. He was the first strikeout victim for Spencer Strider this season. That was back in the first. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. 1-1 to Bryce. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Strider gets set at the belt. Winds up, and the 1-1 pitch. Inside and low again for ball 2. 3 more legs so we get 45. That's awesome. It's going to be a fun season for baseball, man. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-1 delivery to Harper. I'll lay that one off, too, for ball 3. So he had an 0-2 count his first time up, worked it up to a full count, but then struck out, and Strider won that battle. This time, he's up in the count 3-1. Let's see if Harper can get his revenge. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Harper. Inside and high for ball 4. Punch and a counter punch as Strider struck out Harper in his first at-bat, and Harper just had a nice at-bat there and was able to win that battle. So a 1-out walk to Bryce. JT will step up to the plate. Looking at some of these props, and we'll go through it. We'll do it the next inning. But I want to get your thoughts about it, and I figured we'd do it as the game goes on. First pitch to JT is just a hair outside. And I'll take that one for ball 1. 1 out, Harper leads off over at first base. JT at the dish. The pitch by Strider, low and away. I did ask you guys if the Phillies are going to win the division this year. Comment down below if you think that they will or if they will not. So Larry said that the Braves are going to win the division and that the Phillies will be another wild card team. The 2-0 to Realmuto. Check swing, and they don't even have to appeal because it was a strike anyways. Slider that just caught the edge of the outside part of the zone. Spencer Strider has thrown 30 strikes today, 49 total pitches. So if you do the math, that's 19 balls. The 2-1 offering, and that's in there for a strike at the knees. I think that what makes Strider so special on the mound is that he is a competitor. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Max Scherzer with just how he gets fired up. The 2-2 on the way to Realmuto, and it's sliced foul over towards the right field side. His fastball, honestly, he has a couple of different types of fastballs, but they just throw hitters off. The velocity that he provides with the windup that he has, it's pretty incredible what this young kid can do. 2-2 to JT Realmuto, and the throw back to first to try to get Harper's not in time. Wilson tried to apply a tag on BH3, but couldn't do so. Strider was 4-0 versus the Phillies in the regular season last year, but in the postseason, he allowed 4 homers and had a 1.34 whip. The pitch, swing, and a foul ball. Realmuto just stays alive, just barely caught a piece of it. And Bohm waits in the on-deck circle. Strider will take a very quick step off the mound really quickly. Spencer's 25, grew up in Columbus, Ohio, and again was 20-5 last year. He stands at 6 feet, 195 pounds. The 2-2 pitch, another swing and a miss. And JT goes fishing for the second time today as he'll take a seat on the bench in the dugout. Honestly, sometimes you just got to tip your cap, and the slider, even though it wasn't near the strike zone, throws a lot of fastballs, decides to go with the slider there. That's what you call great IQ. 2 down now in Philadelphia in the bottom of the 4th, and Bohm is due up. He'll slice the first pitch out of play. Harper was the second Phillies base runner to get on. Bohm, who's up at the plate, singled and was the only guy that has gotten a hit off of Strider today. Still early on, though, 2 away. And a runner at first. The pitch to Bohm, and it was in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Bohm had a .274 average last year, 20 bombs, and led the team in RBI. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. Strider in the stretch. The pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Strider. It's unbelievable what this kid can do. That's his 6th strikeout of the day. And we play on and go to the top of the 5th. A game of chess between Wheeler and Strider. That is what you want to see from a pitching standpoint. And what a game it's been so far as we go to the top of the 5th at the bank. Okay. Got to do a little bit better with my closeouts. We got 51 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so we're going to the 5th inning, right? And I have a couple of things that I want to talk to you guys about. It's nothing bad. It's actually pretty good news, okay? And I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. So first of all, I said that we were going to be covering or try to cover as many games as we possibly can this year. There are going to be times because I'm still covering the Sixers, okay? I am going to be covering every important Sixers game until they're done. What's going to happen if there's a time conflict or if there's a conflict between the Phillies and the Sixers game? We're going to have a rotation of people come on here and provide you with play-by-play coverage of the game. Okay, I'm getting Snowman Multimedia involved, and I'm getting some of my broadcaster friends that I went to school with and other people that I know really well, and we're going to have them come on and get some reps as well. So anytime there's a Sixers game on and you see that I'm not here, we're still going to be streaming this to our channel, but I want you guys to be able to still consume baseball for those of you that still want to have some type of play-by-play reference because I know that not all of you are basketball fans. So that's what I wanted to mention. We're trying to really open up the community and get more people involved. And I want you guys to see like who else I know who's up and coming. I think it's cool. So that'll be really awesome. I'm excited about that. So that'll be really awesome. What's up, Charlie? The first pitch to Harris. The second is swung on a miss. So we were back out there for the top of the 5th inning. Harris did single back in the second. And the 0-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. A couple more announcements. The other things I wanted to mention is that I'm close to getting 2,000 subscribers. Once we get to 2,000, okay, I'm doing a giveaway. I wanted to post the picture today, but I didn't get the chance to, as the 0-2 is down low for a ball. We're going to be giving away a Phillies 2023, we're going to be giving away a Phillies 2023 hat, and it's a Red October hat. That's what it was, Red October 2023. Had to think about it for a second. And we'll be doing that as our giveaway. So if you guys have any friends, make sure that they come onto the channel because I am going to be posting this giveaway this weekend, okay? Because I want us to get to 2,000. I don't care what it takes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Harris. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Zack Wheeler. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 5th inning. Sean Murphy is up at the plate. And he'll take the first pitch just on the outside corner for a strike. So Harris got a piece of Wheeler earlier today. But he struck out there. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch just fouled off again. So that makes it now no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. 5 seconds left on the pitch timer, and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Turner it just got underneath his glove, and it goes out into center field, and that's going to be recorded as an E6. It may just actually be recorded as a base hit, but Turner definitely should have had that. It was a routine ground ball. And, well, the first day, Trey Turner not able to come up with the play there. Philly take with RB. What's going on, man? What's up, my guy? How you doing? Oh, shout out to Philly take with RB, man. Make sure you guys also tune into him for Sixers content tonight, too. First pitch over to Arcia. There's a little grounder over to third base, and Bohm has to eat that one up again, and that's going to put runners over at first and second. So let's see what they ruled. So did they rule the previous hit as a base hit? I guess not. Did they call it an error? What's going on, RB? Oh, man. Reddick just got traded? Wow. For a 3rd rounder. That's crazy. I have to provide my thoughts on that. All right, so here we go. Kelenic is up at the plate. There's 2 runners on. Runners at first and second. Still no score in the top of the 5th. 1 out. And the first pitch by Wheeler this time. It's fouled off on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Kelenic was a single, or got a single, I should say, in the bottom of the top of the 2nd inning. Acuna waits in the on-deck circle. Runners over at first and second, 1 away. The 0-1 pitch, there's a towering fly ball. It's hit out to right field, and thank goodness it is foul. Oh, my gosh. Just inches away. Wheeler definitely knew that he left one out over the middle of the plate, and Kelenic almost rang the bell. So he got traded to the Jets. That's crazy. Murphy stands over at second. And there's a runner at first, too. The 0-2 on the way. It's upstairs again and way outside for a ball. So, let me ask you guys. All right? I said that we were going to go over some of these props. I actually don't have them up with me right now. But let me ask you, will Bryce Harper win Gold Glove this year at first base? Comment your thoughts down below. The 1-2 on the way to Kelenic. There's a grounder hit over to second base. Stott has it, flips it over to shortstop, and the throw over to first. Not in time, but they do get one out over at second, and that'll put runners at the corners. So Kelenic is aboard for the second time today. Will Bryce Harper win a Gold Glove over at first? Because I think he has it in him this year. I think that Bryce will be a top 5 candidate for MVP if he stays fully healthy, and he'll win the Gold Glove. 2 away in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners. Acuna comes up. He singled in the first, also stole a base, and is 1 for 2 on the day. 2 outs and the pitch inside. Way inside that was for a ball. That is crazy. Hassan Reddick that just got traded. 1-0 pitch. Another swing and a miss. And this time it's to Acuna. Last year, Acuna batted .340 with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position. Also had 3 long balls and 24 RBI to go along with that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corner, still no score. We're in the top of the 5th and the pitch. Another swing and a foul ball. Just a little piece of it. And now fans standing on their feet. A sold-out crowd at Citizens Bank Park. You would think that this is the 9th inning. Well, a little bit of action today, and let's see what Wheeler does through the stretch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch way inside, and it almost caught a piece of the jersey of Acuna. Thank goodness it didn't. Now, technically, you can challenge that. But the Braves decide not to do so. It didn't hit the jersey. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, popped up. Hit over towards the third base side in foul territory. Bohm loses his cap. He gets under it, and he'll make the catch. Zack Wheeler being an ace on the mound for Philadelphia. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score at the bank. And will the Phillies get on the board? That's the question. What's going on? What's up, Pixel? How you doing, man? All right, so, again, will Bryce Harper win a Gold Glove over at first base? I know that we're so distracted about the Hassan Reddick news. Mods, if people are just coming on here, of course, you know, tell them about who we are. RB, man, you know, drop the link, my guy. You know, drop your link down below if if you would like to. You know, don't feel like you have to, but if you want to drop your link, my guy, by all means, because you're a brother. Same thing with you, Mitch. Stotty, Casty, and Marshy all due up. They say Stotty too hotty, so I was trying to stick with the Y's there. Charlie Moser. What's going on, Charlie? Where's Charlie? Why do I not see him? All right. Come on, man. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We got to get some runs here, man. I'm getting a little antsy. I want us to get runs, but, you know, I kind of figured that this was how the first game was going to start because Strider and Wheeler, you're not going to get a lot of runs off of either of those guys. So congratulations to Zack Wheeler for signing a 3-year extension all the way through 2027. He deserves it. He really does. It's been a very good, reliable piece for the Phillies. And honestly, it's funny because we look at the contract that he started off with, and we thought, I don't know if that's worth the gamble. And that was actually a Matt Klentak move. And it actually worked out. First pitch, It's just in there for a strike. What's up, Chad? How you doing, my guy? If you guys are just coming in, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We cover the Phillies, we cover the Sixers, and we cover the Eagles on here. No balls, 1 strike to Stott. And the 0-1. It's at the knees, a wicked slider. It's in there for strike 2. What's going on, Chad? Stott popped out in the second. He had 15 homers last year. I think this year Stott's going to get over 20 homers. But what say you guys? No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch just fouled off. If he stays healthy this year, I could see him dipping the batting average a little bit to maybe 269 and giving you 22 homers. Am I crazy for saying that? Especially now because Kevin Long wants him to swing at the first pitch more. The 0-2 on the way, and there's a fastball that's just outside. Am I being a little bit too greedy with the 20 homers, or do you think that that's realistic? I do think that he has a chance of winning a Gold Glove. The 1-2 pitch, it's poked out to right field, but it's just foul once again. 44 lovely people on here watching. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. 61 pitches thrown by Strider on the afternoon. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit. Past the diving stop of Albies into center field, and Bryson Stott gets a leadoff base hit in the bottom of the 5th. Nice swing and a good piece of hitting by Stotty. Well, there you go, a fastball down the middle, and Stott was like, I'm not going to do too much with this. I'm not going to really drive this one out of here. Let me just hit it on the nose, up the middle. That's what you need. Those little things, they do matter. Casti comes up to the plate. He had 29 bombs last year and 106 RBI. First pitch to Castellanos. He takes it in there for a strike at the knees, just on the outside corner. Nick was retired his first time up against Strider. 63 pitches now for Spencer as he gets set just below the letters. Delivers from the stretch, and the 0-1 is just fouled off again. Back towards the screen that time it goes. Strider has had 10 0-2 counts today. And that's the thing. He's so aggressive early on in the counts. Even if he falls behind, though, he can work back into it and lock in. Stott leads off over at first. The 0-2 delivery just laid off. It was outside, way outside, and Murphy had to block it out in front of him. And Stott stays put over at first. That's a nice heads-up play by Sean Murphy. Took a wicked bounce. So the count is 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. Fouled off. Stott did go over to second, and now he has to jog back over to first base. The thing about Bryson Stott, too, that you love about him is that he can fly. He's not afraid of stealing bases, and I think that there's a chance that he could also give you 20 steals again this year. There definitely could be a chance for that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Castellanos is retired for the second time today. That's now 7 strikeouts by Strider. This time again, he goes with an off-speed pitch. This was a wicked, this was a curveball that he threw. Hasn't really thrown that too much today. But he really doesn't throw it too often when you look at how, or when you've watched him play. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th. The throw back to first is not in time, and Stott dives back in there safely. Isaiah Sports Coverage. Hey, JJ, what's going on, man? I'm a Giants fan. My dad's a Giants fan, my guy. We were going to win. Yet I thought you were going to win. That we were going to win yesterday. I'm not expecting much from them this season. First pitch, it's in the strike zone down low, and the throw over to second base to try to get Stott. Not in time. It gets past the shortstop, and Stott was just stay put over at second base. So he dived into second base, and Murphy not able to come up with a good throw there. And it was Arcia who could not get the ball, but it just skidded out into center field. And Stott probably wouldn't have been able to go over to third because he wasn't just, he tried to swipe second, but he wouldn't have been able, if he was able to get up and react really quickly, he probably would have been able to, but he didn't get a good read on that. And it would have been tough because Harris has a really good arm. All right, so 1 out actually in the bottom of the 5th, and a runner now over at second. And Marsh will take that pitch on the inside high part of the plate. The count is 1-1. The first pitch was low for a ball. The second pitch was in there for a strike. They're playing Marsh to pull, so Albies over towards the outfield grass. If they had a shift, they would probably have him up there. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's upstairs again for ball 2. Let's go, Phillies. Says Chad. I'm with you. And again, I'm sorry I can't highlight your comments today. We are having some technical difficulties with technology. So, 2-1, and the pitch. Jack swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says yes, he did. Have to look at this again. Did he offer? Yep, he did. Good call. Good call. Strider with 7 Ks. Another 2-2 count. Stott is at second. He's dancing off, trying to distract Strider, and Strider will have to reset here. As the pitch clock will reset. It's very windy out in Philadelphia. Winds are blowing wind speeds are pretty high. So you see a lot of the jerseys coming off or being blown up. The 2-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball. It's hit out to left center field. It's going back to the track, to the wall. It's gone! The Phillies daycare comes through to start off 2024. A 2-0 start, and the wind certainly helped Brandon Marsh there. There you go. Ring the bell for the Fightins. 2-0. Oh, boy. There you go. You just get home, and all of a sudden, the Phillies have some life to them. Crazy. Here's Rojas, and he'll take that pitch upstairs. So, well, Marsh got a hold of Spencer Strider, and the Phillies up 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Just drove it the opposite way out to left center field, and it barely got over the fence. There you go. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is down low and outside for ball 2. So the first 2 runs of the season are on a 2-run bomb by Brandon Marsh. The pitch to Rojas. It's fouled back towards the screen. Larry's boy, Swamp Thing. Great piece of hitting, too, by Marsh. That probably would have been a double, but the wind just kept picking that up. The 2-1 pitch inside and just a little bit high, and the count is 3-1. 5 more subs until we get to 1,830. Let's try to get there. Rojas grounded out in the 3rd. He's batting .302 on the season, 2 bombs and 23 RBI. The 3-1 pitch. A slider on the outside corner for a strike. And that'll make the count full at 3-2. This fan base, they are just absolutely in this. The pitch. Just a bit up high for a ball. Man, that could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way, but nice at-bat there by Rojas. And going back to the Marsh home run. It just went over the who but W.B. Mason sign. There you go. Is everybody late? Man, this internet must be slow here. My gosh. Sorry if the internet's really slow. There's nothing I guess I can really do about that. One gone in the bottom of the 5th. And a runner over at first, it's Johan Rojas, who just got on with a walk. Huh. So Schwarber's due up at the plate as the fans are waiting to erupt again. Kyle has grounded out twice against Strider. He has not had a lot of success against him. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. The first pitch is way up high and inside, and the count will be at 1-0. Got some other cool matchups today for Major League Baseball on opening day weekend, as Rojas leads off over at first. The 1-0 pitch, it's in there for a strike. Murphy will try to throw out Rojas at second, and Rojas dives in safely. The Phillies playing some small ball, and Rojas comes through again. And now what do? Are you going to walk Kyle Schwarber, or are you just going to have to pitch to him? This is absolutely incredible. The Phillies just swiping bases left and right. Kind of reminds you a little bit of the Kansas City Royals of 2014 or 2015. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, man, Schwarber wanted to take a hack at that one. Wanted a little Schwarbomb there. But Wawa not able to offer him that as he swung on and missed at that. I don't know why I said it like that, but that's okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tried to get a little bit corny. 2-0 is the score. Phillies have a runner over at second. It's Rojas. He got on with a walk. Marsh had a 2-run opposite field home run with 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strider on the bump and a lot of stress. Rojas dances off the bag. The 1-2 pitch, check swing, foul ball. And, man, it just actually bounced off the rail of the visitors' dugout, and it literally just came back towards the backstop. And it wasn't even like a full check swing. That is how much power Kyle Schwarber has. One and 2 is the count. Phillies up 2-0. Schwarber's 0 for 2 today. Strider with 83 pitches. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The most stress that he's had to deal with today. And the 1-2 on the way, inside and low. Again, Schwarber grinding out in that bat here, and the Phillies just doing a good job of providing a little assembly line and just getting on. There you go. Spike that like, hit that subscribe button. We're on here for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We do it almost every single day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch. Line drive, foul down the right field line. It was a screamer. And it was hit off the bat, I believe, at like 109 miles per hour at least. Or 129, I should say. That was lightning quick. It's blowing in, the wind that is, but it's very sunny at CBP. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Strider down low for ball 3, and Rojas will hold up at second. Fans on their feet again as Trey Turner's in the on-deck circle. There's not a seat empty at the bank. Crazy. And you have fans mocking the tomahawk chop. Strider looks back over at second, and he'll have to reset again. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We are on here for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. So we'll be back on here at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Sixers basketball. The payoff pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. Oh, my gosh. Good pitch thrown by Strider. It was a curveball at 83 miles per hour, and the crowd settles back down. Schwarber was thinking that a curveball was coming, but he swung on just too early. That could have been a big rally for the Phillies. All right, so here's Trey Turner, and he'll take the slider on the inside corner for a strike at 86 miles per hour. Rojas still leads off over at second, so in case you are just tuning in, Strider and Wheeler were going head-to-toe, but finally the Braves blinked, and the Phillies were able to get a 2-run opposite field homer by Brandon Marsh. Rojas leads off over at second base. He got on with a walk and a stolen base. The 0-1, swing and a miss to Turner. 2 on, and no balls and 2 strikes to Trey. Rooting for my guy Rojas. My expectations for the Phillies is to win the World Series every year. Love it. No balls, 2 strikes. Strider from the stretch. The pitch way outside and low for a ball on a slider at 86. Blue Jays play against the Rays tonight at 6:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Blue Jays won the first game yesterday. That should be a good one. Somebody getting loosened up in the bullpen for the Braves. Don't know who just yet. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball hit back up the middle. It's gobbled up, though, by Arcia, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. However, the Phillies ring the bell to start off 2024 as Marsh is able to get an Oppo Taco on this Friday afternoon home opener in Philadelphia. Go to the top of the sixth inning, 2-0 Philadelphia. He's been very slow in spring training. Again, Strider had like a no ERA. He had like the best ERA in spring training. And yet, Marsh, I know that the wind was carrying it. It probably would have been a double. The Phillies still probably would have gotten a run anyways because it was hit so well into that gap. On any given day, it's probably just a double, but still, that's impressive. To be able to say that you were able to hit a home run off of a guy that literally had a no ERA in spring training, that is impressive. So Turner grounds out. I would have liked them to get some more runs there, but all right. In case you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. We go by JJ on here. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. If you guys really do enjoy this content, please make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. It feels nice to be back in the baseball mode. You know, we're still getting used to things, but it's like the first day of class. You start over again, and all of a sudden it gets better from there. So, Phillies daycare doing the damage. Bohm, Stott, and Marsh. Yeah, I agree. Let's take a sip of water. Who's coming on for the Sixers game tonight at 7:30? Comment down below. I better see all you guys there at 7:30 because we got another big game. The good news is that the big man did travel with the team, and he will hopefully be back. It actually does seem legitimately like he will be back within the next week or so. So that's great to hear. The ball is in 1 strike to Ozzie Albies as we start off the top of the 6th with a fastball at 97. There was a little piece of, I guess that was a hot dog wrapper that just flew onto the field. And the 0-1 is in there for a strike. This is the thing I love about baseball. It's just the scenery. You know, you have Ozzie Albies wearing his necklace, and it's just blowing just a little bit. You have the dirt rising up from the wind as Wheeler will deliver, and he'll throw it up high and outside. I want you guys to, like, get the full experience because that's what good radio play-by-play announcers do, especially when it comes to baseball. The imagery, the sounds, and the scenery, that is what makes it so cool. The pitch, down low. Two and two. Wheeler gets set again. And the pitch. It's just outside for ball 3. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Albies at the plate. And batting on the left side, the next pitch, there's a grounder hit over to second base, gobbled up by Stott, and he'll throw it over to first in plenty of time for the second out of the inning. Just too easy for Stotty. Albies is retired. That's the first out. Riley up at the dish now for the Braves, and we'll take that one way up high and inside. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Nice pitch again by Wheeler as he went with the little high cheese there. think that what also makes this day so awesome is that you have Dan Wheeler announcing. You have Dan Wheeler announcing the starting lineups for both teams, and there is nothing like listening to Dan Baker. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, it's fouled off. So the stream froze for a second. Now it's back on. There we go. We'll all be there, right? We'll all be there tonight. I hope I see you all there, because I'm still in basketball mode. But I can't lie, it's fun to be back for baseball. The pitch. Swing and a miss again by Wheeler. 4 Ks for Zack. And Riley strikes out on a little slider on the inside corner of the plate. Just the timing was barely a little bit off. I'm like looking back there because I'm like, is somebody knocking on the door? But no. Matt Olson will be due up, and he'll take an elevated fastball that's also outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch timer. Bases cleared. And the 1-0 pitch just fouled off. What's up, Noah? What is up, my guy? Thanks so much for coming on here. Appreciate you finding us. Strider with 91 pitches so far, 82 thrown by Wheeler. And there's 2 gone in the top of the 6th. 1-1 to Olson. The pitch. Fouled off back towards the screen. According to Matt Gelb, Strom and Hoffman are warming up in the 6th. Zack Wheeler is likely capped at 6 innings this afternoon. 83 pitches by him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next one is downstairs and barely inside for ball 2. So this will probably be, according to Matt Gelb, who does a great job at covering the Phillies, his last inning. Two balls, 2 strikes to Matt Olson. The pitch, line drive, drilled out to left field, and it's going to go all the way towards the wall. Marsh gets a good read on it. The throw over to shortstop is cut off, and the throw to second not in time. Couldn't really see because of the glare if whether or not Turner was able to throw it. But then as soon as they panned up and they saw, you see a black, you see somebody in the black. That's what happens. But Olson did a good job at just nailing that fastball out to left field. That was one pitch where I thought that maybe Wheeler probably would have liked to have that one back. You try to go with a fastball, but it's out over the middle of the plate. And in that situation, Olson's just going to drill those things. Marcell Ozuna looks at a sweeper at 82 miles per hour. And it'll be on the outside corner for a strike. Last season, Ozuna did have 40 homers, and he also had 100 RBI. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The 0-1 off the plate. The Pirates take on the Marlins tonight at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Yankees and the Astros, that game will be on Apple TV at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Olson leads off over at second. The tying run at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off again, and it'll be behind the plate that time. 5 more to go till we get 60. That would be awesome. Also at 9:40, we got the Red Sox in Seattle, the Guardians in Oakland as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wheeler gets set, kicks, fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Zack Wheeler able to attack the strike zone, and he goes to the bottom of the 6th inning with a 2-0 shutout. And if his day is done, it was just a Zack Wheeler-esque performance by the number 1 pitcher on this pitching staff. Hello for Megan and Izzy. We're at the game. Go Phillies. It's funny how, it is so funny to me how, like, I'm watching now, and it's like, well, I forgot about our baseball audience because I'm so used to our basketball audience, you know? And it's like, wow. Thanks so much for coming on here, Izzy. I appreciate it. So I have a few other announcements that I wanted to make, and we'll do that right now. So if you are just tuning in, first of all, hi, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and make sure you guys hit the notification bell icon too. So I mentioned a little bit earlier that we are going to be covering almost every single game, and that we're going to actually get a rotation of people because I still am calling Sixers games. But I know that some of you guys are just strictly Phillies fans, and you want to know how the Phillies are doing. So I don't want to rob you guys. I want to give you guys the best quality content that I can, providing those types of circumstances. I'm still going to be calling the Sixers games when those are happening, whenever there's playoff games or even regular season games. Sixers are my number one priority, but we're going to be getting some cool broadcasters on here that are up and coming, and we're going to give them a chance to call baseball games and give everybody a piece of the pie. So that is announcement number one. Announcement number two is that we are going to be doing a giveaway for our 2,000 subscriber. More details about it on Saturday, but the prize of that is going to be it'll be a Phillies hat. It'll be a Red October 2023 Phillies hat, and more details about that over the weekend in regards to what you have to do to be eligible. But the number one thing is you gotta get people to join the channel. That's what you gotta do. So we got that. And the final announcement that I want to make is that we're going to start doing memberships. And that's the biggest one that I have to announce. And not this week, not next week, but in 2 weeks, okay? On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we're going to be starting memberships, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Harper will take the first pitch inside and low for a ball. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Phillies lead it 2-0. So one thing that members are going to be able to do is during the fifth innings on Wednesdays and Thursdays, you're going to be able to come on here and chat up with me during the fifth inning, and you'll get to have a conversation with me as the game is on for just the fifth inning. So that'll be really, really cool. Joe Jimenez is on the mound for Spencer Strider as his day is done, so he's not in line to get the win. Phillies had a 2-run home run. It was by Brandon Marsh off of him in the bottom of the fifth. The 1-1 was swung on and missed. The count is 1-2. And the next pitch, it's in there for strike three, and Harper was just caught looking like a dead fish. So there you go. One gone in the bottom of the sixth inning. Base is empty. And Bryce Harper strikes out looking. So, yeah, we're going to start doing memberships, guys. We're going to start doing that in 2 weeks. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, you're going to have the chance of coming on here for the fifth inning to talk to me as we're live on the game. You can ask me any question. But we also have more exclusive things for members as well. The pitch to JT, there's a grounder hit over to third, gobbled up by Riley, and Riley will throw it over across the diamond in plenty of time, and there's 2 away. What do you guys think about that? I think that, I'm really trying. The number one goal is to get you guys more involved. That's the number one goal. I really want to engage with you guys. That's why we're posting more on our social media. We're going to get the Discord up and running, and that's going to be really cool. But, yeah, we have some really nice things lined up for you guys. And I'm really trying. 2 outs. Base is empty in the bottom of the sixth. No balls and 1 strike. Bohm up at the plate. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle for another base hit, and Alec Bohm has gone 2 for 3 today. There you go. So Bohm able to get a 2-out single. He gets it on a fastball. So Jimenez on the mound, as we mentioned, for the Atlanta Braves. This year he's, obviously this year he's pitching in his first outing, but in regards to just last season, he was able to pitch in 59 games. He was 0-3. He had 13 holds, only allowed 14 walks in a matter of, as the screen froze again, Matter of 56 and a third of an inning. First pitch to Stott is fouled off. So, yeah, what do you think about memberships? Would you guys be interested in signing up for a membership? Comment down below if you would like to be a member of our channel. I'm also going to be, the other thing about memberships too, and I will make this announcement too, is that we will be having exclusive podcasts for our members. And you'll actually be able to come on. One of the reasons why I haven't been active on the Discord is because I was thinking to myself, well, what if we did like maybe like a 1 or 2 time a week show where we can have members come on and it'll just be for them. And they can come on, they can chat, and we can have a good time, you know? The ball is 1 strike to Bryson Stott. And the 0-1, there's a fly ball hit out to shallow left field. Riley in foul ground is able to make the catch over the shoulder. Man, that was not easy. But we go to the top of the 7th inning, and the Phillies are not able to get up any more runs here. They don't make any sort of noise, but they still lead it 2-0. It's a bullpen game from here on out. How long is my delay from this to here? Let me, actually double check. We got 62 lovely people on here watching. That's crazy. How long is our delay? There's only 1 game today, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's only 1 game today. How long is our delay? We don't have a long delay. I was thinking during the Marsh home run that we would have more people reacting in the moment, and I was like, wait, is there a delay? But I guess, but no, we don't have any sort of delays. We're on here. So yeah, what do you think about the membership stuff? Comment down below. I really want to hear what your thoughts are about it. About the membership stuff. I want feedback. What time is it? 4:47 p.m. Eastern Time. Acuna and the Braves have 5 hits combined. And the Phillies, they lead it 2-0. They have 4 hits. One of them was the big home run by Brandon Marsh. Other than that, you had a base hit by Stott. And you had 2 by Alec Bohm. So Zack Wheeler's day is done. Was able to go 6 strong innings. Rob Thompson did say that he, according to Matt Gelb, wasn't really going to hold Zack Wheeler on too long of a leash for today, but there you have it. He did really well. He was really fantastic. So Strom, last season for the Titans, was able to pitch in 56 games. He had a 9-5 record, and the lefty will throw the first pitch out to center field, and it's going to be sliced out into center for a base hit as Harris, he gets on for the 3rd time today. Man, oh man, just got right in front of Rojas. Strom also with a 3.29 ERA last season. Opponents were batting .213 against him. So we're in the top of the 7th inning. There's a runner over at first base, and that is Michael Harris. Why isn't the game on ESPN or MLB Network? I don't know, but the game's on here. You just can't watch it. I don't work for ESPN. I don't work for MLB Network. That's a rhetorical question, though. 1 ball, no strikes to Sean Murphy, as he'll just look at the first pitch. It's inside. Strom on the bump with the 1-0 delivery, and it's fouled back again. Over towards the first base dugout. Strom was a guy that was picked up by the Phillies last year. He actually started at the beginning of the season because Ranger Suarez was dealing with a lot of injuries, and he was out until May. Did a good job of filling in for him to start off the season. The 1-1, there's a foul ball, and Murphy may have gotten just a little piece of him. And he has to take a quick step out of the batter's box. So the medical trainer's going to go out there. Yikes. Man, he's holding on to that lower left backside. Ouch. Maybe he overstretched it. I don't know. It got a piece of his jersey, and 1 ball, 2 strikes, and I think he's going to come out of the game. So Murphy is going back into the dugout for the Braves. And, well, we have a pinch hitter coming up with 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sean Murphy. How about that? You don't usually see that every day, especially on opening day. So the Phillies will get a little timeout here. We're in the top of the 7th. The tying run is up at the plate, so this is Murphy's at-bat. Who's Carissa? All right, so the pinch hitter, I guess, is going to be Travis d'Arnaud. That's what it looks like. And again, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes in this at-bat to Sean Murphy. So d'Arnaud will come on in. All right, let's 1 ball, 2 strikes as d'Arnaud is introduced as the pinch hitter in this at-bat. We got 60 lovely people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Strom looks over at first base, trying to keep Harris in check. The 1-2 on the way to d'Arnaud. Swing and a miss. 1 pitch to d'Arnaud, and it's a strikeout. And he'll go back to the bench. That's pretty bizarre. On opening day, you never know what you're going to get at the ballpark. Just looked at 1 pitch and he struck out. How do you do that? All right, so 1 gone in the top of the 7th and a runner over at first. And the pitch is a slider at 81 miles per hour. Imagine striking out on 1 pitch. It's like you're taught to take the first pitch. You're taught to take the first pitch. But in that situation, it's tough. The 0-1 pitch, there's a towering fly ball. Oh, it's hit out to left field. It's going back towards the track. Marsh can't make the catch. Bounces off the top of the wall, and Harris can fly. The throw is cut off over at short, and Harris was held up. So it's just a double. Thank goodness it just stayed in the yard, because with the way that it looked, Arcia looked like he may have missed one. So Strom just up, fastball right down the pipe. And Strom was like, damn it. And that is the clean version of what he tried to say. And Marsh, not able to make the catch. But Harris cruises into third base. How do you like that? You pinch hit and you strike out on 1 pitch. I remember last year, there was a pitcher for the Royals. It was during the Phillies series when they played against Kansas City. And I can't remember who it was that came in to pinch hit, but the Royals didn't have any players left, and they had to use a pitcher. That was kind of interesting. You just never know what you're going to get in baseball sometimes. All right, tying runs over at second. It's Arcia. And here at the plate, it'll be Kevin Pillar pinch hitting, or Adam Duvall pinch hitting. And I'll take that one low for a ball. So Snicker wants to go with Duvall here, who has 7 career home runs as a pinch hitter. He's back in the Braves uniform, won a World Series with them back in 2021. Played for the Red Sox and got traded last year. The 1-0 pitch, there's a line drive out to left field, and that's going to go all the way down the line. It's a fair ball. We have a tie game. Duvall will try the cruise into second. The throw is cut off, and it was not even close. Adam Duvall, a Phillies killer, able to tie it up, and now it's back to 0-0. There you go. And now Thompson has seen enough. I mean, that was a great move by Snicker. You had to put in Duvall in that situation. And Thompson wants to go to the bullpen. But Strom can't throw that fastball right down the heart and soul to start off that at-bat. That right there is not what you do. But Thompson will take the baseball out of his hand, and we have a pitch and change. It's tied up at 2-2. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you very, very soon. Well, there you have it. Everybody was ranking this bullpen as a top 10 bullpen in Major League Baseball. And I know it's just one day, but there was a lot of talk about the bullpen, and now all of a sudden you hear some people just chattering and murmuring under their breath, and it's kind of funny. I think that the Phillies can have a really good bullpen this year, but I just think it's funny how things work out sometimes because as Philly fans, we're so passionate and we're so extreme, you know? But that's what makes us so cool. I love you all. I hope that you're all doing well. Tune in and make sure that you guys subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. So there you go. Screaming Jerry Lee, 62 likes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Adam Duvall just tied it up on a 2-run double. It was a pinch hit 2-run double. It was actually a hanging, it wasn't a fastball. It was just a hanging pitch. It's more like a curve, but. So now Zack Wheeler is not in line to get the win, and we're tied up at 2 apiece. Duvall stands over at second. So Kelenic, his day is done, and now we flip back to the top of the order. Acuna's up, and I'll take an upstairs fastball. Jeff Hoffman is in there for the Fightins. Last season was an incredible bullpen addition. The Phillies got him in May of last year. Pitched in 54 games, was 5-2, and at a 2.41 earned run average. The 1-0, low. Acuna, lifetime against Hoffman, is 2 for 3 against him. Duvall stands over at second. 1 away, the go-ahead run at second, and an insurance run up at the plate, the pitch. Check swing, did he go? First base umpire says he did not. For this inning, no Braves had reached scoring position. That's a good point. Three balls, no strikes. Send the next pitch inside and high for ball 4, and that'll put Acuna over at first. And well, I guess the good news is that you get the double play, the ground ball double play depth routine going here. But yeah, you all good? I'm good. Why, does something seem off today? We got off to a very weird start because I had to set up my equipment. I'm actually in Pennsylvania. I'm dog sitting for my cousin, and I was having some technical difficulties. All right, so the first pitch to Albies. There's a grounder hit over to third base, and Hoffman will have to run over to the bag as Harper throws him out as he tosses it over to first. 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and that'll move the runners over the second and third. So Acuna goes over to second, and Duvall will go over to third. Duvall has actually hit .278 against the Phillies, lifetime in his career, with 36 runs scored in 63 games and 14 homers as well. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 2 runners in scoring position, and Austin Riley is up. Righty on righty here, and Riley takes a hack at that one, but it's fouled. Just couldn't do so. James Wheeler was at 89 pitches. Yeah, they're getting too into the analytics now, guys. That's what it is. Rob said that he would pitch about 70 to 85 today. That's where we are. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch to Riley. Swing and a miss. Just a little bit outside and low, but Riley struck it or swung at it anyways. The 0-2. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. He freezed him up, and Hoffman comes through and answers the bell and gets out of the jam. So he puts out the fire, and it's time to stretch with a lot of fire here at CBP. That's also the blanket approach across the league opening weekend. Yes, that's how the game is going. Whether you like it or not, that's how it's going. It's going more towards the analytics direction. Do I think he should have pitched 1 more inning? Yeah. But I've come now to accept that. You know? In this situation, I come now to accept those things. The Phillies had the lead. They were cruising on. Yeah, they probably should have kept him in for 1 more inning, but I've come to accept some of these analytical decisions. It's a long season. It's the first day. But, all right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. All right? And if you guys get the answer correct, you'll hear this. If you get the answer wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. So I'm going to ask you this question right here. How many trades have the Philadelphia Phillies made with the LA Dodgers? Actually, wait, no. We won't do that one. We won't do that one. We'll do this one. Who was the 17th overall pick in the first round of the 2002 MLB draft? Anybody know? The 17th overall pick, the first round of the 2022 MLB draft. Who did the Phillies select? It's not Strom. That's correct. That was a good answer. Chase Utley. That is incorrect. J-Roll. Nope. Keep guessing. Keep going. We'll give you a couple more. Who was the 17th overall pick in the first round of the 2002 draft? In the first round of the 2002 draft. Chooch. Nope. Hamels. Was it Cole Hamels? You got it. It was Cole Hamels. Yep. That was correct. I stumped you guys. Nice. Loved Cole Hamels. Great pitcher. Will always be beloved in Philly. What's up, RG Energy? Okay. Oh, boy. You know that the hat's coming off when it's starting to get a little bit hot. Wish he'd had a retirement season here. Well, played with the Braves. Isn't that where he retired? Pierce Johnson comes in, a guy that pitched in 67 games last year, was 13 for 16 in save opportunities, and was a pretty good bullpen piece for the Braves last year, but he'll have to come in and face Nick Castellanos. It'll be Casty who comes up. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. There we go. Castellanos steps into the batter's box, and Pierce Johnson will throw a curveball that is fouled off towards the right field side, and that one goes out of play. All right, so we'll play a little game here called over-under. Bryce Harper batting average, okay? Over or under 270. Actually, sorry. Over or under 290. Sorry. Over or under 290. The ball is one strike, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. Over or under 290 for Bryce. No balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Johnson with the next one. It's fouled off. Will says over 290. Larry says just under. Okay? Bryce Harper home runs. Over 40 or under. Over 40 or under 40 with Bryce's home runs. No balls, 2 strikes to Castellanos. The 0-2 on the way upstairs for a ball. Under, I'm guessing he'll hit about 283. Okay. JJ just under. Just under 37. Okay, so you guys think that he's going to go under 40. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Castellanos, and the 1-2 pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Castellanos as he strikes out against Pierce Johnson. All right, so Casty is retired for the 2nd time today. That's how many times he struck out? 2 times. All right, who's coming up to the plate now? Brandon Marsh. Okay, Brandon Marsh. I want to know if his batting average will be over or under 275 to end the year. No balls, 1 strike to Marsh as he takes a strike. Over or under 275 for Brandon Marsh. The 0-1 offering to Marsh is just on the outside edge of the plate for a strike. Under his MVP year was his... okay, so you guys think that Bryce is going to have under 40 homers, and you think that he's going to bat under 290. But he'll still have a solid year. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. It's outside and low for a ball. Over 291. Wow. Marsh last season, what did he bat? What did Marsh bat last season? Can't remember now. Again, got to get this ready earlier. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marshy, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Pierce Johnson. So 2 Ks, and he's looking to strike out the side here. Over 291. We have Rojas up at the plate. So, with Yohan Rojas, I want to know over or under 270. Will he bat over 270 or under 270? Rojas. 1 ball, no strikes, says he takes the first pitch low. I think Rojas has a good year. I do. I think Rojas bats like 285 this year. And he gets you 25 stolen bases. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's in there at the knees. That's if he stays healthy. Over or under 270 for him. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. Rojas 280. He is an unknown. That's why. I think that with Kevin Long there, he could probably... I have my faith in him. Base is empty. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. The 2-1 offering is a curveball that's in there for a strike. And now Jose Alvarado will be warming up in the bullpen. Over under 20 stolen bases for Yohan Rojas. Does he get over 20 this year? The 2-2 grounder hit over to shortstop, and the flip over to first is in plenty of time. And that's going to do it as we head to the top of the 8th. We're tied up at 2 apiece. And Olsen, Ozuna, and Harris step up when we return. You think he'll be over the 20 stolen base mark. But if he can get there, he'd be a dangerous weapon. Can you just imagine, as a 9-hole hitter, guys, you have Johan Rojas batting .285. It's pretty cool. How many stolen bases do you think he'll get, Larry? How many stolen bases do you guys think that he'll get, Johan Rojas? And again, if you are just tuning in, I don't want to forget about you guys. Comment down below who you are. My name is Jason Joseph. We covered the Phillies. We covered the Sixers. I better see you guys on there for the Sixers game tonight because we are going to be having a wild, wild call, and it'll be a lot of fun. So, if you guys love the Sixers as much as I do, if you love Phillies sports as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up button, man. Larry says that he gets to 20 steals exactly. CeeLo Raid, what's up, CeeLo? How you doing, my guy? What is good? Let's go, man. On the go with CeeLo. Again, I'm sorry I can't display your comments tonight, but guys, make sure that you go subscribe to my boy. CeeLo, drop that link, man. You know what you got to do? You got to do the little plugins, man. That's all you got to do. Raid from CeeLo. I love you guys. Daniel Nixon. James Slack. Oh, well, James was here the whole time. Kyle says, haha, go Braves. Oh, man. We love you guys. You know, we all love y'all, even though hopefully the Phillies do win today. Ray CeeLo says hi. What's up, D? What is good? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to On The Go with CeeLo. Always on the go. Does a great job with NASCAR. Does a great job at covering he does a great job at covering the Nashville Predators for hockey, Braves baseball, and so many other great things he does. And he's my brother, man. I love him. I love him. And we are going to be doing a game together this year, probably in July. So thanks again for subscribing, and thanks again for coming on here. All right, Jose Alvarado will step in. 42 games he pitched in last year, and opponents were batting 196 against him, and 41 in the third of an inning. Now, my question about Alvarado, because I think that he is the full-time closer, how many saves does Alvarado get this year? I'm going to go with the over-under being at 30. The over-under being at 30. The pitch to Olsen. There's a fly ball. It's out to left field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Marsh gets to it, plays it on a bounce, throws over to second, and Olsen slides in there safely to lead off double to start off the top of the 8th. There you go. Hey, buddy, good ball game from Toronto. Larry says that Alvarado's going to get 32 saves. So, Alvarado, over or under 30 saves? Because I do think that he will be the closer this year. I do. I think that it'll not be closer by committee. I hope it's really not. I want him coming in for the 9th. But today he's in there for now because it's the meat of the lineup, so I understand. All right, first pitch to Olsen down low and inside for a ball. Yes, sir, I hope they don't go Braves, says Kyle. I love you, Kyle, man. I love you, buddy. Thanks so much for coming on here. Appreciate it. 1 ball, no strikes. Alvarado looks back at second. Now back to the plate. Back to the second again. And the 1-0. He fires, and it's inside for ball 2. It is a good ball game. Hey, and your Toronto Blue Jays, shout out to them if you are a Toronto Blue Jays fan, because they did win last night, or yesterday, I should say. And they beat the Rays. The 2-0 pitch, there's a towering fly ball. It's out to right field, but it'll go over towards the track, and making the catch is Castellanos. And Olsen will tag and go from second to third as he advances on the fly out to right. And that is huge. Nice job by Olsen to tag up, and Castellanos, he gave it everything he had. But now you got to make a decision here. I guess you have to face Michael Harris because of the lefty on lefty, but hopefully it's just a strikeout or a pop-up. Runner over at third, that's the go-ahead. Go-ahead run, the pitch. There's a grounder that's just fouled off. That was at 101 miles per hour on the arm by Jose Alvarado. That is what he does. That is what he does. Just is able to fire and provide so much heat on that fastball. Lots of gas. The 0-1 offering. There's a high bouncer. Hit back up the middle for a base hit. Goes over the head of Stott. He couldn't get to it anyways. And the Braves take the lead 3-2 in the top of the 8th on the RBI single by Michael Harris II. Man, oh man. So Harris comes through and is able to get an RBI single. So both lefties got a piece of Alvarado. That was a fastball down the middle, a high bouncer, and the Phillies were playing in, of course, the infield, the middle infield. There you go. What's up, Jamie? Kids say hi. What's up, Jamie's kids? Y'all are the best. Loved it when you guys tuned in last year. Throw back over to first, not in time. Don't forget, we got Sixers tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for that call, too. One gone in the top of the 8th. The Braves lead at 3-2. Marsh at a 2-run homer to give the Phillies a 2-0 lead. Then the Braves just responded back. The pitch fouled off. It was 2-0 against Spencer Strider, and Wheeler was taken out of the game. And the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strahm, not able to do a good job. Couldn't hold the fort down, and Alvarado gives up an RBI single. The pitch. It's down low. Well, I was here the other day, and my name showed up black with no blue. I'm sorry, I don't know why that did that, but I apologize. Texas Repo's here. What's up, man? It's good, my guy. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Inside and low. Phillies in their regular pinstripes here on opening day in 2024. A day after it was supposed to actually occur. The pitch. Inside and low again. Well, it sounds like a good stream. This is what makes baseball cool, man. We get to sit back, we get to relax, and, well, as far as listening goes. But now you can't really sit back and relax here. 3-1 offering inside and high for ball 4, and Alvarado just does not have his stuff today. So he'll walk Darno, and Thompson will have Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach, go out to talk to him. And honestly, this moment, I don't even know if you want to get, you might want to get somebody loosened up in the bullpen. You really might. 1 away in the top of the 8th inning. 2 runners on base. They stand over at first and second. So my next question for you is, since we're doing props and we're doing it sporadically throughout the game. All right. Total wins this season for the Titans. The mark is 90. Do they get, or sorry, yeah, the mark is 90. Do they get 90 wins this year, or do they go over or under the 90-win mark? Over or under the 90-win mark? Arcia due up at the plate, and he'll foul the first pitch over towards the third base dugout. The Phillies have a new out-of-town scoreboard out in right field. Over 96 wins, says Larry. Did they have 88 last year? No. What am I thinking of? I'm in basketball mode. The pitch inside for a ball. All right. I guess the better question is over 100 or not. Do they get over 100 wins? We'll put it like that. Okay? I think they just had 90 last year. All right. stressful situation for Jose Alvarado, who has Harris over at second and a runner over at first. The 1-1 is popped up over towards the first base side and goes into the seats. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. I had flashbacks the other day as I was thinking about opening day, and I just remember so clearly being at the game where Aaron Rowan made the catch of his life out in center field. And now, and I'll never forget like what he said after the game. Just a true Philadelphia Philly legend, Aaron Rowan. Should Aaron Rowan be in the Phillies Wall of Fame? That was the question that I thought about. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Arcia fouls the next pitch off of his toe. Busted his lip. He did. Took one for the team, man. That's what you love about Rowan. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. There's a grounder hit over to third base, and Bohm plays it, and it's a foul ball. Trivia, who did the Phils trade to get Rowan? You said it the other day, so I can't remember who it was, but should Aaron Rowan be in the Phillies Wall of Fame? I say no. Even though he had a nice, he did have a couple of good years for the Phillies. I remember he got traded to the Giants because my dad, it was Jim Thome? No, it wasn't. Rowan was here in 07. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Was it really Jim Thome? Arcia is up at the plate. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. The 2-2 pitch, line drive, foul over towards the third base side. Thank goodness. Alvarado has thrown 18 pitches, and this may be his last batter. In the on-deck circle, you got Adam Duvall. Actually, you have Travis d'Arnaud. 2-2. Up high and away for ball 3. That's right, because now d'Arnaud's batting in the 9th spot. That's crazy. I didn't know that. All right, Harris over at second, d'Arnaud at first. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. 100 on the radar gun for Alvarado. And he strikes out Orlando Arcia. That was a very big strikeout there. JJ, are you from PA? No, I'm not. I'm just dog sitting in PA. I'm actually from South Jersey. That's where I'm from. What's going on, TJ? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. All right, Duvall's up at the plate, still 2 runners on, and Alvarado throws it way up high for ball 1. And Acuna waits in the on-deck circle. They have got to get Duvall here. The Braves just took the lead in this inning. Phillies had a 2-0 lead that was evaporated in the 7th inning. As Duvall was up at the plate, was able to tie it up. And then Michael Harris II was able to get an RBI single to make it a 3-2 game. I liked Rowan. He had one of the all-time great catches, but only 2 seasons here. I agree. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, way up high again. And man, Alvarado just looks like he is not himself. The release is high. I mean, it's like a foot above the strike zone. Just went to the cutter 33% of the time today. The sinker is what he's been throwing in regards to the fastball. The pitch. This time he goes with a sinker, and it's right down Broad Street. I only ask because I'm from Bucks County. My name is Jared Joseph, also JJ. You know what's funny? There's a guy that is actually that goes to my alma mater, and his name is Jason Joseph. And he's in the Sports Cam major. The 2-1 inside and low for ball 3. So, I've never seen that happen before. But still, that's cool. All right. Duvall's up at the plate. Alvarado's on the bump. 24 pitches he's thrown today. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on. The pitch in, or just at the knees, I should say, for a called strike. So the count is full. This is the pitch of the ball game right now. Fans standing on their feet, waving the rally towels, hoping that Alvarado can get out of this jam. Acuna waits in the on-deck circle. Harris at second, d'Arnaud at first. The Braves lead it 3-2. It's a 3-2 count against Adam Duvall. Alvarado versus Duvall. Alvarado gets set at the belt, looks back at first. And the 3-2, the runners go, and it's inside and low for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. So he decided to go with a slider there, and it just, I mean, it couldn't hit its spot. It was definitely off the plate, but not by too much. And they're still going to leave him out there, it looks like. They're not showing if Tom, nope, they're still going to leave him out there, and Acuna's up now. So, with the bases loaded. Not a good situation. So d'Arnaud goes to second. Harris is at third. Bases juice. Duvall at first. The first pitch to Acuna, and he takes a hack at the fastball and fouls that one off. I mean, they're not even showing if anybody's warming up in the pen. Nothing. So I guess that means that it's silent. Acuna lifetime against Alvarado is 0 for 2, but he has walked 3 times against him. The 0-1 with the bases loaded, and that is inside and low, way inside. It almost hit Acuna right on the foot, but Acuna got out of the way of it, and the count is tied up at 1 apiece. Is somebody holding like a Scooby-Doo toy? That's wild. Bases juice, the 1-1. Cutter that's way inside and low again for ball 2, and clearly Alvarado is just... I mean, he's just out of sorts. Harris over at third, d'Arnaud at second, Duvall at first. Eye test telling you that he's just not himself. He's missing his spots completely. But let's see if he can bounce back and keep his head down. The 2-1 pitch. There's a grounder hit over towards the third base side, and it goes into the left field for a base hit. Marsh plays it on a couple of bounces. 2 runs come in, or 1 run comes in to score. It's now 4-2, and there's an RBI single by Ronald Acuna Jr., last year's MVP, and Thompson will pull the plug now. I thought he waited a little too long to pull the plug, but Harris comes in to score, and it's a 4-2 game. 2 outs with the bases loaded, Albies due up, and that's going to do it for Jose Alvarado. So his day is done, and we do have a pitching change. Yeah. The stats tell you that he's 0 for 2 against him lifetime. I'm sorry. He's clearly missing his spots. He's clearly not on. You got to take him out earlier. And those are decisions that are made by managers. But I know it's just one game of the 162, but you're okay. My problem is that you're okay. You're okay with you're okay with taking out Zack Wheeler, okay, who was at 85 pitches, but he was pitching really well. Okay? But then again, Alvarado is getting literally torched out there, and you're okay with leaving him in to face Acuna, to face Duvall. I mean, some of these pitches were not even close. So, I don't like that. Larry Moe and Curly says, well, if you guys are just tuning in, though, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And don't forget, all right, we're going to be on here tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sixers game as well. All right, we will be on here for that. So if you guys are want to tune into that, please make sure that you do. We'll be on at 7:30. Sixers take on the Cavaliers, and this is like the last hope, I think, for the Sixers in regards to making it into an actual playoff seed. They're fighting for that 6th seed now, but they're in the play-in tournament. No Sir Anthony, no Soto, but Strom and Brogdon. Lena, what's up, Lena? From Jamaica. A big thank you for doing great play-by-play for the Phillies baseball, Lena. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Bases loaded, and here comes Brogdon, and the first pitch, it's a wild one, and it gets away from JT, and everybody's going to advance, and another run comes in to score. It's 5-2. Well, first pitch, and all of a sudden, it's a run let up, and that's going to be charged to Jose Alvarado before we even get to Brogdon's stats. That pitch was inside and in the dirt, and actually, JT should have probably caught that. I was looking at it in real time, and I didn't realize that it actually bounced off of his glove. He had to try to backhand it, but it just went off the tippy top of the glove. The pitch. It's inside and low for ball 2. So there you go. 2 runners on. Duvall is over at third, and Acuna now at second. The pitch upstairs. Just got the 2-hour notification that we are going live at 7:30. Just give me a little bit of a break. I would love that. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. It's just on the upper third of the strike zone for a called strike. JT backhands pitches and doesn't get in front of them. But yet he was able to gun out a runner. Brogdon gets set at the belt, delivers from the stretch, and the pitch is fouled off again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. What's up, Brianna? Brianna's back. What's up, Brianna? How you doing, bro? What's good? Yo. And again, if you guys want to tune in, I've been posting stuff, man. I've been doing a lot of Sixers stuff on here. I know that we got our diehard Phillies fans, but if you want to come on tonight, man, for the 7:30 game, you can do so. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Albies, and the payoff pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, they say, and that's going to reload the bases. So Ozzie Albies, that's back-to-back walks issued by the Philadelphia Phillies, so the run would have scored anyways. And, well, you don't want this guy up at the plate with the bases loaded. It's Austin Riley, who is another Phillies crusher. Acuna stays at second, and Riley takes a fastball upstairs at 93 miles per hour. Austin is 0 for 4. He has grounded out twice and has struck out twice as well. Phillies are down to their last 6 outs, and they're down by 3, but hopefully they keep it that way. The 1-0 pitch, fouled away. Hey, Brianna, let's go. Let's go. Duvall at third, Acuna at second, and Albies at first base. 2 away, the 1-1. It'll be a fastball that's inside again. Wind's starting to pick back up again. It kind of died down a little bit in the top of the 7th, but it's starting to get pretty breezy now. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the 2-1 swing and a miss. It was a fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate, and Albies got a piece of it, but it just went into the glove of JT, and the count is 2-2. Lots of 2s on the board. 2 outs. The count is 2-2. Phillies trail 5-2. And now there's 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch down low for ball 3. See what I did there? I liked that. So the count is full. That's now the 3rd straight full count that a Phillies bullpen pitcher has had. Bases juiced, 2 outs. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the payoff pitch down low, and that's going to walk in another run. And now it's 6-2 Atlanta. Back-to-back walks, and the Braves have come back to life, and they have scored 4 runs in this 8th inning. You know how many hits that they've had in this inning alone? Well, I'll tell you, just 2. That's it. Well, actually, Olsen doubled. And Olsen is up at the plate now. So they still continue to bat around. Olsen started the inning off with a double. And it's a 1-0 count as he takes it way upstairs. So that was his 2nd double of the day that he provided out to left field. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Rob got to go longer with the starters occasionally. I agree with you. But he played the analytics. That's what he did. He thought that his bullpen could come in and close the deal, and It hasn't. The pitch upstairs and outside for ball 2. I will say Strider pitched really well today. Even though Marsh had the homer off of him, I still thought that he pitched well. Throw the analytics out, says Larry. I'm with you. The 2-1 pitch. It's at the knees for a strike. I think that Wheeler should have went one more inning. But let's be real. The Phillies also left some meat on the bones in that bottom of the 5th inning. They did. And the game's not over yet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded to Olsen, and the 2-2 is slapped foul over towards the first base side. But they did. Rojas gets on. He steals second base. Schwarber's coming up. They had all the momentum there. And they just evaporated. Give Braves credit for that. The 2-2 on the way to Olsen. Line drive over the first baseman's head into right field, and that's probably going to clear the bases. Acuna scores. Albies scores. And here comes Riley, as Riley will score 2, and it's now 9-2 on the 3rd double of the day by Matt Olson. That time it was a hanging fastball right in the wheelhouse of Olsen's, and now fans are filing out of the stadium. Wow, wow, wow. The Braves have scored 7 runs in this 8th inning and now have put up 12 hits. Ozuna due up next, and he swings and misses at a fastball at 87 miles per hour. It was a cutter. This game has certainly taken the turn. Yep, I know. Ozuna is 0 for 4. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. So much for that number 1 bullpen. Again, it's day 1, but Junior Marte is warming up in the bullpen. So that is the type of day that the Phillies are having in regards to their bullpen. In case you're wondering, as the 0-2 to Ozuna is down low and outside, if you look at their bullpen today, and I'm sure that they're going to talk more about this, Strom allowed 3 hits, 2 earned runs in a third of an inning. Hoffman goes 2/3, and he shuts the door. Alvarado comes in. He allows 5 earned runs on 3 hits, and so far Brogdon allowing 2 earned runs on 1 hit. And he hasn't even thrown a third of an inning yet. The 1-2 pitch, high again for another ball. Count is now 2-2. Ozuna at the plate. And he'll take the 2-2 pitch inside and high again for ball 3. Buster Olney's regretting his pick. Again, it's only day 1, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Funny how I commented on what your question was the other day. Slow start will doom this team. The pitch, swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout there to end the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Well, Phillies allowed 7 runs in this 8th inning, and well, they're down to their last 6 outs. It's 9-2. Mike, if you haven't noticed, there's been a pattern over the last 2 years where this team does get out to a slow start, and then June comes, and then they just go. So even if they start off on a slow start, I think that a lot of the people, it's safe to say, won't be mad as long as they get it going in June. I'd like to see them start out on a hot start. Everybody would. But it doesn't concern me because I know what they've done in June to turn the season around. The bats need to wake up against the relievers. But we had no Bryce last year. Well, we had Bryce the year before that. We did. Again, if you are tuning in, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Again, thank you all so much for coming on here and for tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We are on here for every single Phillies game, and we always are on here for Sixers basketball and Eagles football as well. So if you really do enjoy this content, I encourage you all to come on tonight and support the Sixers. We got a big game We're trying to preserve the energy because we know that it's going to be a very big game for them tonight. That's what we do, man. But we had no Bryce last year. The bats need to wake up against the relievers. We had no Trey for 4 months either. That's exactly right. You're right. Until the standing ovation came. Braves are the best team in baseball, says Karam. In the regular season, I agree with you. In the postseason, though, ever since 2021, what have they done? Line up to starting rotation. What's up, Merrick? How you doing? Wow, what an 8th inning for the Braves. You're a Braves fan? Oh, since when are you a Braves fan, Merrick? You never even told me? Oh, man. It's okay. I love you, my brother. I love you, man. But I still can't believe you didn't tell me. Wow. All right, so how about this? So NBC Sports just put out a graphic here. Schwarber comes up to the plate, and he'll take a strike on A.J. Minder's fastball. And I wanted to shout this out. MLB attendance this year, 70 million in 2023 attendance, which was the first time since 2017. Schwarber grounds this one over to second. Albies has it, picks it up, and throws over to first in plenty of time. The Phillies' 2023 attendance, okay, was 3,052,605. Phillies or Braves and 6 other teams drew over 3 million fans. That's impressive. Just wanted to shout that out there because that's a really cool statistic. Turner will take a fastball right down Broadway, and it'll be an 0-1 count. So A.J. Minter on the mound, 3 pitches, and 1 out. The pitch, just at the knees for strike 2. The other thing about that makes the stat even more interesting is that since 2022, the Braves, Major League Baseball, as the 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball, Major League Baseball, they say, had a 6 million increase from 2022, which is a 9.5% increase. And we all talk about ratings in baseball, and the game has certainly gotten a lot more fans involved. The 1-2, swing and a miss as Turner strikes out, and he continues to be 0 for today. So Turner and Schwarber are 0 for 4 combined, and Bryce will be due up. Phillies down to their last 4 outs as they have been absolutely silent since that 5th inning. Harper on the day 0 for 2. He did walk, though, against Strider in the first pitch. He tries to take a hack at it, and it's swung on and missed. Do you guys think that the game of baseball has actually been more engaging over the last year? Do you think that last year the MLB took steps in the right direction? Because I do. I do. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball that was way up high. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. The bases are empty. Harper is up. BH3, they call him. And the pitch, way outside. I certainly believe that it's that the game itself has gotten more fans involved. I like the bigger bases. I like how they're engaging runners to steal. I wish that they wouldn't have banned the shift, but other than that, I'm cool with the other rule changes, except for the 3-batter rule. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out, and that's going to do it. 1-2-3, 8th inning for the Braves bullpen, and we go to the 9th. 9-2 lead for Atlanta. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a very quick step off. See you soon. Oh, man. What a day, man. I'm happy that baseball is back. I really am. Not the start that you would like to see, but it's just nice that baseball is back in the atmosphere. Harper didn't hit a lick this spring. He's going to have a slow start, says Larry. Yep. Mike says they might want to start the let's help Trey applause out tomorrow, then Schwarber. It's one game, my guy. It's just one game. Come on. There's 162 games. Tomorrow they could win 10-0. It's just one game. I know you're being sarcastic, but it's just but people honestly do go to like that extreme. But people do go to that extreme. They have. I've seen Phillies Twitter. I was just looking at it during the break. There was some sarcastic ones, but I knew that yours was sarcastic. But there are people that actually believe that. So here's Junior Marte. Larry's talking about June, and Junior Marte is on the mound. 40 games he's pitched in this season. His hitters are batting .288 against him last year. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. The Braves have a better team, says George. So Harris is 3 for 4 today with 3 singles, 2 runs scored. And he's definitely been doing a good job against the Phillies. The 0-1, there's a pop-up hit over towards the third base side, and it will just go in front of the tarp. Nobody could get there. Bohm and Marsh had to communicate, but neither one of them got there. I know it was a joke, but I'm saying that there are people out there that actually do believe that. I'm not saying that you're one of them, but I had to lash out on that because it wasn't you. I was saying that too. Even though it probably did sound like it was you. The ball's in 2 strikes. The pitch, grounder hit back up the middle, and, well, Stott has it, and he'll throw over to first, and Harris wants to have this reviewed because he was called out. Harris, give him credit. He was hustling down the first base path, and, well, the bench coach for the Braves, see if they should put the headsets on. Let's see again. Stott fumbled it just a little bit as soon as he got the ball. I don't know if he just didn't have a good grip at the baseball or not. And I think Harris just beat it out. I don't know if they're challenging it or not. But we're in the top of the 9th. They say that they're not going to challenge it. Gallows humor. Oh, replying to Merrick. Oh, I got you. I'm a very sarcastic guy. I'm from Jersey. What do you want? Yeah, but sometimes your sarcasm tells truths, though. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Like Jalen Hurts, you actually do believe is not a good quarterback. And I disagree with you on that. Darno walked in the 8th inning and also scored a run. The pitch, there's a foul ball right behind the plate. That makes it 1-2. True. See, yes. Yes. Never change, Mike. No, definitely don't change. Nobody should ever change who they are. But I'm just saying. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on in the top of the 9th. And Marte will throw that one way outside. So the fans, honestly, it was sold out to start off the game, and now there's a lot of blue right behind the plate. And it's not powder blue. It's empty seats. The pitch. Strike 3 called. And Darno goes down looking for the first time today. He actually struck out. He came into pinch hit for Sean Murphy during his at-bat. It was a 1-2 count, and he just struck out on the first pitch. And here's the first pitch here to Arcia as he'll lay off on a fastball that was inside. Those fans are pessimistic by nature. That's just Philly fans. Want to know? and that's just a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Phillies will have one last shot in the bottom of the 9th. 2-0 pitch. That's going to be served out to left field, and it's going to go all the way towards the NovaCare rehabilitation sign. Marsh plays it on a couple of bounces. The throw is cut off by Turner, and that's now the 6th double of the day by the Braves. And it was a double out to left by Arcia. They still have the New Jersey issue. I don't know what that means. When they're getting beat up like this, I want to throw some funny light on things. You do. So Duvall is up, one of the Braves hitters that doubled today. 2 outs and a runner at second. And I'll lay off a slider there. It's hard to believe that Duvall's now 35 years old. I remember when he was just on the come-up. And he played for the Giants in 2014. As he takes that one inside. And the count's 2-0. Then he was on the Reds from 2015 to 2018. And then he got traded to the Braves in 2018. And then as he takes that one inside and low. Then the crazy thing is that he played for the Braves from 2018 to 2020. Okay, and then at the beginning of the 2021 season, he signed a contract with the Marlins, but then got traded back to Atlanta to help them win a World Series. And he played with them in 2022 and then got sent to Boston in 2023. But now he's back in the Braves uniform. And I'll ground this one over to third base. Bohm has it. Throws over to first. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Real Muto, Bohm, and Stott coming up. Last chance for the Fightins. So, there you go. Junior Marte is a very clearly better reliever than Connor Brodin, says Aiden Doc. Hopefully today is all Rob Thompson needs to see. What does it say? Hopefully today is all Rob Thompson needs to see. And that's it. Okay. If you guys, I wanted to make sure, first of all, if you are just coming on here, my name is Jason. All right, this is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. I did want to let you guys know that we are going to be doing the Sixers game tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Come back on for that because we're going to have a lot of energy for that one. And we bring it to you. You know, if you've never heard us call a basketball game, I better see you there tonight. Better see you there because you'll have a lot of fun. Larry, how much fun do we have with the Sixers streams? How much fun? Comment down below. Because Larry was not even really a basketball guy. He liked the Sixers before, but the calls are very contagious. He'll tell you. Ugh. Larry, that guy will, and you'll see, he's going to throw everyone, including his mom, under the bus. Watch. Larry says that the calls are a lot of fun. They're too much fun. Yep. And now you can't miss a game because we're less than 10 games away from the play-in tournament. It should be illegal how much fun that they are. That's funny. That's funny. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies, the only offense that they had was a 2-run opposite field home run by Brandon Marsh. And now Aaron Bummer will come in to pitch for the Atlanta Braves. In 61 games last year, he threw 58 in the third of an inning, and opponents were batting .236 against him. So JT will be the first victim up in the bottom of the 9th, and that one is way inside and low for a ball. JT has struck out twice today. He grounded out as well. He had 20 homers last year. He got off to a very cold start. And then he had the cycle game against the Arizona Diamondbacks, but started to get things cooking, and then he got cold, and then it was August. It was actually really more towards September that he started to get hot. 2 balls, no strikes, says he'll take that one inside. Nola will be pitching tomorrow for the Phils. And he'll be going up against Max Fried. That should also be a good matchup. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch down low for ball 3. That's funny. That is funny. You're funny, Mike. 3 balls, no strikes. And the 3-0 pitch in there for strike 1. On Sunday, and I will make this announcement, I'm not going to be calling the game. It'll be Snowman that's on here calling the game for us. Because I got to drive home from dog sitting, and I got to get back for the Sixers game. The 3-1 is in there for strike 2. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Bummer gets set at the letters, kicks, fires, and it's low and outside for ball 4. And that is one of the only walks the Phillies have had today that I can remember. They really just have not taken a lot of pitches, and they are finally able to get a base runner there. But Bohm is up, and Bohm has been like the only bright spot today. Well, Zack Wheeler too, and Hoffman, but in regards to just the offense. So Alec is up, and he'll face Bummer here in this situation. Realmuto leads off over at first. He gunned a runner out, and Bohm hits a high bouncer over to second base. And Albies will tag out. Realmuto slides in there, so that's the only out that they're going to get. One pitch, and it's just an unassisted fielder's choice. Don't usually see that in regards to tagging somebody. That's what they do. And there's one gone. Statu up. And it'll be up right now, and he'll take that one way outside for a ball. The honeymoon is over for Ohtani. Bummer gets set again at the letters, winds up, and throws a 94-mile-per-hour pitch on the outside corner. See, this is the other thing I love about our audience here, because we can have these conversations as the chat's going on, and I love that. The 1-1 is poked foul over towards the third base side, and Stott will have a 1-2 count on him. They did charge an error to Trey Turner when he had that ball go underneath his glove. Can't seem to remember who it was against right now. The 1-2 delivery, check swing. Did Stott go? Third base umpire says no. And that'll make the count now 2-2. South Carolina is up against Indiana in the NCAA Women's Championship, Regional 1 in Albany for the Sweet 16. And the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And there's 2 gone. So the Phillies down to their final out. Stott will head on over to the bench. There you go. And up at the plate now, it's Castellanos. The weight is on his shoulders. He has a hat trick of strikeouts today, as he's 0 for 3. First pitch, it's a fastball at the knees for a strike. So South Carolina 1. NC State plays Stanford tonight at 7:30. Sorry, South Carolina's winning by 17. Oregon State actually upset Notre Dame 70-65. Wasn't really an upset, but they were able to hang on and win. So they advanced to the final 8. The pitch is down low for a ball. It's now a 1-1 count. Bohm moves over to second on the defensive indifference. The 1-1 pitch, inside and low again for ball 2. NC State plays Stanford tonight. Gonzaga in the NCAA Women's Region will be in Texas tonight. Gonzaga ranked 4th and Texas number 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, grounder right through the hole for a base hit. into left field. Bohm will come on in to score, and the Phillies get a run back. It's a 9-3 game. Castellanos had 3 strikeouts and finally gets his first hit of the season on an RBI single. So there you go. Casti comes through with 2 outs. And now Brandon Marsh is coming up. That fastball is just down the middle of the plate. Casti just, didn't do too much on it. Let the ball in play, and good things happened. Marsh due up. Runner at first. Marsh lays off the first pitch, and it's a 1-0 count. On the men's side of stuff, NC State plays Marquette tonight at 7:09 p.m. Eastern Time. NC State ranked 11th, and they're in the Sweet 16, so their Cinderella story continues. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's outside for ball 2. And Casti goes over to second base. Zaga also plays Purdue at 7:30. The 2-0 pitch by Bummer. It's in there for a strike. I like Rush. Rusher's great. 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. A runner at second. That's Castellanos. 2 balls, 1 strike to Marsh. And the pitch. It's in there for strike 2. And the Phillies are down to their final strike on opening day. So lots of cool NCAA March Madness matchups. Still NBA basketball 2 and 1 NHL hockey game tonight. But it's been all about baseball today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marsh. The 2-2 pitch. And he swings and misses, and that's going to do it. The Phillies lose by a final score of 9-3 on opening day to the Atlanta Braves. Wheeler and Strider went toe-to-toe against each other. Strider let up a 2-run homer, but it was the bullpen that just could not hold up their end of the bargain for the Phillies, as they allowed 7 runs in the 8th inning and 2 in the 7th. And that's what happened. Matt Olson, the player of the game, the player of the game, tried to say day and game at the same time. He had 3 doubles, 3 RBI, and 3 hits. So, look, that's going to wrap things up here. I'm going to get going. I got a voice to say for tonight because I got a Sixers game to call. But this was, I don't put a lot of stock into this. I will say that the one thing that did bother me is the decision-making by Rob. I was a little annoyed with. I was definitely a little annoyed with that today. But not really a whole lot of thoughts on it. It's 162 games. They could come back tomorrow and literally put up like an 8-run performance. That's how it goes. So I don't really have too much to say. I like Marte. I thought Marte did a really good job today. Is he a better long-term solution? I don't know. I have no idea. But Wheeler pitched really well. Couldn't have asked for a better performance by him. And other than that, the bullpen did not do a good job. Love you guys. I hope to see you guys tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there or BJ squared, because my name is Jason Joseph, and I will catch you on the next one.